Lonnie Richardson. Welcome to LonnieRichardson.org. In this third part of the series regarding salvation, okay, I'm saved. Now what? We'll discuss a few of the things that you need to do to follow up. I rejoice with you in your newfound salvation. Heaven rejoices with you. And I would like to help lead you briefly in some of the things that you need to do to grow in the faith, grow in spirit. First of all, I want you to understand that salvation was not earned. There's nothing that you did, nothing you can do to earn it. It is a free gift from God. It wasn't cheap, but it's free. All you had to do is accept that. Now that you've accepted it, you need to find yourself a good Bible-believing church. Plan to attend and attend regularly. Surround yourself with Christians who will support you and help you learn how to read and study the Bible, and will help you in your daily walk to maintain your newfound faith. You need to get with the pastor and share with him your salvation story. And you need to participate in believer's baptism. Now don't let that scare you. Believer's baptism does not save you, nor is it a completion process of salvation. But it is the first step in obedience to walking your life as a Christian. You see, baptism is an outward expression of inner works that Jesus has done within you. And what happens is that as you are immersed in water, it is symbolic of the old you dying. And as you are brought up out of the water, it is symbolic of a new you being born. Now don't let the term born again frighten you either. Being born again means to be born anew in the Spirit of God. It also has basically the same meaning as being saved. But if someone throws out a term or a word or a phrase that you don't understand, be sure and ask so that you can understand. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't be bashful or ashamed to do that. You'll need to get you a good Bible. I recommend the New Living Translation for several reasons. It's written in very easy to understand English. It's very easy to understand. There may be some churches who will tell you that's not a good thing, that the only Bible that you can have is the King James Version. And that's okay. Personally, I don't think the King James Version is the only Bible to be considered. One or two reasons is this. The King James Version is not a Protestant Bible. It's an Anglican Bible. It was first published in 1611. And between 1611 and 1798, it was revised on 5 different occasions. So it is not a pure 1611 King James Version. Another thing is the King James Version was translated from a group of documents called the Textus Receptus, which was a group of documents, the ancient documents that were available at the time. More modern Bibles were translated from groups of documents that have proven now to be much older than the Textus Receptus. And I read them all. I read the King James, the New King James, the English Standard Version Bible, the New American Standard Bible. I read them all. Initially, for the new believer, New Living Translation is a good Bible to work with. And I would recommend begin reading in the book of Psalms in the Old Testament and the book of John, the 4th book of the New Testament. In those 2 books, you can begin to develop an understanding of God's principles and standards for your everyday life. Now, surround yourself with Christian friends. It may be necessary for you to find a new set of friends and leave an old set of friends behind. Usually, old friends in a lifestyle that you just escaped desire nothing more than to bring you back into the lifestyle in which you just escaped from. I urge you strongly, don't do that. Gain some Bible knowledge. Pray for those friends. Then go back and share the faith with them so that they can accept their salvation. Learning how to pray is something that we all need to work on. Don't be ashamed or don't be embarrassed when you first begin to pray. It's something that will come and become easier as you go. It's not really anything that's difficult to do. All you're doing is just talking to God. And as you listen to others pray, and as your heart leads you, you will develop your own means and style of prayer. Like I said, it's only talking to God. So you need to find a church, plan to attend, and plan to attend regular. Attend on a regular basis. Surround yourself with Christian friends. Tell your pastor about your salvation story. Submit to baptism. Learn to read and study the Bible. Get yourself a Bible that you can understand when you read it. Like I said, you may need to find a new set of friends. You may need to leave a set of friends. But you never quit caring about those friends. You pray for them. You gain a solid foundation of biblical knowledge and understanding. And then you go back and you show them how your life has been improved by following Jesus Christ. This is Lonnie Richardson with LonnieRichardson.org. I love you. God loves you. God bless. I'll see you again shortly.